Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. So today I will be doing a tutorial and a review on the Manny Mua Makeup Geek palette. A lot of you guys requested that I do the look from my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer Demo First Impressions video, so I decided to do it for you guys. You had no idea how many times that I've tried to film this. This is like the 5th or 6th time that I am doing this video for you guys. So I have been really liking this palette lately. There are some concerns I have about it though, but I will talk about it later on in the review. So if you're interested in seeing my tutorial as well as my thoughts and opinions on this palette, please keep on watching, as well as like and subscribe to my channel. And if you are not, please stop right here. It's not worth your time and effort. And let's get on to the tutorial and then the review. First eyeshadow I'm using is Makeup Geek Cocoa Bear. This is going to be my transition slash crease shade. So I'm just blending and blending. Moving into the Manny palette, I'm taking this cranberry red shade called Mars, and I'm just going to use a 217 brush and start intensifying the color on the outer corner and sweeping it into my crease. So I'm just going to start building the color and packing it on. Packing the color on the outer corner, and now I'm just going to start sweeping it into my crease, just very lightly, very light hand with this. And then I'm going to just go back in with the same brush that I used to apply Cocoa Bear and just kind of blend out any harsh lines from applying the red. Next, I'm going to be going into Aphrodite eyeshadow. It's like a kind of burgundy deep brown color. And I'm just going to deepen out my outer corner out here and probably take it a little bit lower where I applied the red. I'm just kind of using like a pointed brush, detailer brush, to apply that to my outer corner and just kind of really focus it in my crease. I'm just going to go back in with the 217 brush that I used for Mars and just kind of blend that into the Mars shade. And then taking a little bit more of Mars, I'm just going to go over that, the Aphrodite, just a little bit, and I'm just gonna press it on. So now for my lid, I'm gonna be using the foil shadow in the palette called Luna, and it's kind of like a rose gold foiled paint shade. I love this. It's such a pretty shade, and this is just stunning in person. And I'm just applying that using a Sony Kashuk flat concealer brush all over my lid. And then I'm just gonna blend that into Mars and Aphrodite. So now taking my Rimmel kohl pencil in black, I'm just running the kohl pencil on my waterline and then smudging it below my lash line. I'm going to take Cocoa Bear again and just smudge that black eyeliner out. Now I'm just smudging Cocoa Bear out. And then I'm going to go back in with Mars and apply Mars to the, like, right underneath my lash line. Now I'm going to take Aphrodite and just apply it on the outer portion of my lower lash line. So now going back in with Luna, I am just applying it to the inner part of my lower lash line, my inner corner. Now for the wing eyeliner, I'm using my NYC liquid liner in black to create my wing. I prefer liquid eyeliner than gels or pencils for my wing liner. I'm just starting off doing the tail first. I'm going to bring it in. And then fill in the tail. And then just fill in the inner part. So now I'm going to apply some mascara. I'm using my Rimmel Scandaleyes mascara. And I'm just going to apply it to my upper and lower lashes. Generously, of course. So now I'm just going to apply my lashes. I am using the Vegas Night Grand Glamour lashes, the lashes I always use. And then the lash glue I use is the Duo latex-free lash adhesive. This is my favorite adhesive because I do have a latex allergy and it doesn't bother my eyes. And those are the eyes. I'm just going to give you all the information you need to know about the Manny Mua palette. So the palette retails for $45 on the Makeup Geek website exclusively. That is the only place you can find it. I know when it first came out, it sold out like crazy. It was supposed to be limited edition and have like one or two restocks, and then that was it. But people requested that Marlena and Manny bring it back, so it's kind of been a staple on the Makeup Geek website from what I've seen. It is currently in stock if you would like to pick it up. I'll put a link down below if you guys are looking to purchase it. This is what the outer packaging of the palette looks like. So it has Makeup Geek, the logo and the name, and then it has like this chevron stripe design on front. So on the back it has Manny Mua, and then the names of the eyeshadows and like a half crescent moon underneath each eyeshadow. Manny was kind of going for a Sailor Moon type vibe, which Sailor Moon is boss. Like, it is boss. That show is boss. I do not have the box anymore. I have no idea why I don't have the box anymore, but the box is completely different from the eyeshadow palette. I feel like if this was to be Manny's palette, they should have kept the box and the packaging on the palette consistent, and they were the same. When I see a palette, the box is usually consistent with the actual palette. In this case, it was. So in the palette, there are 9 shades. This is what the palette looks like. You have 5 mattes, 1 foiled, 1 duochrome, and 2 shimmer. 5 out of these 9 shades are exclusive to this palette. They are Luna, Artemis, Sora, Mars, and Aphrodite. And then the other 4 are in the permanent line. And they are Beaches and Cream, Cosmopolitan, Frappe, and Insomnia. Regarding Insomnia is only available in pressed form exclusively to the palette. If you're looking to purchase Insomnia separately, it is available in pigment form, which you can also purchase on the Makeup Geek website. So like I said before, the palette is $45, which isn't bad for a palette this size. It comes with full-size eyeshadows, which are great. The value of this palette is greater than $45. Luna is a foiled shadows, and the foiled shadows retail for $10 each, and then the regular matte shadows in the line retail for $6, I think, and then the duochrome shadows usually retail for between, I think, $12, which was in the duochrome line. So that's the prices I'm going off of. Quality of the palette is on par with Makeup Geek eyeshadows. I've been using Makeup Geek eyeshadows for the last few years. So a lot of you guys know that I love Makeup Geek eyeshadows, and I've used these 2 shades a lot, Mocha eyeshadow as well as Bitten. I feel like these 2 are great to have in your makeup collection because you'll just use all those 2 shades, as well as Grandstand. This is such a beautiful like rose goldy bronze color. I love this shade. It's very, very similar to Luna, so those are the 2. Grandstand has more of a bronze base, while Luna has more of like a pink base, but they look the same in the pan to me just looking at them, but when you swatch them then you can see the difference. Only problem that I've seen with the palette from people, I didn't personally experience it, is the lack of consistency in this cranberry red shade, which is Mars. This is one of the prettiest shades and the shade that made me buy this palette. This is such a gorgeous shade. I used it on my outer corner as well as blended it into my crease today, and it is such a gorgeous shade. Mine was perfectly fine. I know a few people, theirs did not swatch well or apply well to the skin. If that happened to you, contact Makeup Geek customer service and they will fix that problem for you. And the other problem I have is a lack of a transition shade for darker skin tones. For this look, I had to pull out Cocoa Bear eyeshadow from Makeup Geek. This is one of my favorite transition shades, and this is a really great transition shade for darker skin tones. I feel like if they put this in the palette, I feel like the palette would be a really great palette, because I personally cannot use Sora or Frappe as transition colors. I can only use them as all over the lid base shadows, so everything blends into each other. I feel like if they were going to have like transition shades, they should have either just picked one of these 2 instead of doing both. I would have rather had Sora instead of Frappe, because Frappe is in the permanent line. But hey, you can't change it. It's their vision. It's Manny's vision, Marlena's vision. But that's the only complaint I have about that. Otherwise, pigmentation is great. Application is great. And also, if you're looking to get something similar to Mars, I totally recommend the Melt Lovesick eyeshadow. That is one of my favorite red eyeshadows ever. So if you're looking for a cranberry red shade but you do not want to splurge on this palette just because of Mars, just pick that up from the Melt website. It's available in the single pan form, so you don't have to buy the entire stack. I would show you guys what it looked like, but mine completely shattered everywhere and I need to get a new one. Hopefully it's permanent in the Makeup Geek line and it's not limited edition. I'm guessing that it is, maybe, I don't know. Hopefully Marlene will say something soon. But yeah, overall I really do like this palette. I just wish that they just put in the darker transition shade for darker skin tones, as well as fix the inconsistencies of Mars. But yeah, those are the only two problems that I've seen in what I think should be fixed about the palette. But hey, it's not my vision, like I said before. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video on the palette as well as the tutorial. Please leave comments down below on what you would like to see on my channel. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day wherever you are, and that you're all happy, healthy, and well. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.